So in this today's tutorial, we are going to understand about how to look into the properties of these conveyors, how to have different connections, how to create conveyors one on another, top on top conveyors, and those stuffs we are going to look into. Okay. Hello guys, welcome to part 2 on plant simulation tutorials on conveyor systems. So before that, what we are going to understand is how we can look into the properties of the conveyors. Okay, so let us go to this model, and here what we're going to do is we're going to double click on this. We are going to go in the segment of the properties, and we are going to go in edit. So when you look into these, all your respected segments of conveyor will be visible here. You will have your lengths, curves, radiuses, and different stuffs out in here. If you have different coordinates, you can set those up. If you have something else, you can set it up. So if I want to change the segment of this second segment curve to 80 degrees, you can look at how this is going to behave like, right? You can change the properties of the conveyor here, and you would be able to see these details out. So how you're gonna do is you're gonna go in segments by right clicking onto the conveyors. And in that, you're gonna go to the edit section, or you can have you directly have a shortcut key to put it as F7. Once you have done this, now let us understand in this conveyor systems how we can split this up, right? If I want to have another conveyor, or if I want to split this segment so that I could apply different properties to this segment and different properties to this segment, because if you double click on this conveyor systems, you will be able to see these conveyor properties like speed of the conveyors, MU sections, MU distances, and capacity, but this will be applied to this whole conveyor system. But I want to apply different properties from this anchor to this anchor and this. So how we are going to do? We click on right click, and then we go here on split up. Okay, so once you have a split up section here, and say I want to see the manipulators out there, I can just move this here, and you can see that I have a different segment of all of it different properties been created. If I just drag this out here, I have this different segment with different properties out there. I have this different with different properties. Okay, now let us understand the conveyor properties out in here. If you want to understand what is this capacity, okay, you are supposed to just bring in this question mark out and put it onto this capacity. You will understand why is this capacity and use of this capacity meaning. Okay, so this is how, in plant simulation, you can understand the function of each of your dialog boxes or check boxes and what are its uses, right? For example, if you see here, it says that the gap is nothing but the distance and stuff like that. Let's understand the MU distance by type. Gap determines the distance between the rear of the preceding part and front of the succeeding part. Pitch determines the distance between the front of the preceding part and the front of the succeeding part. Minimum gap, if you look at it, determines the minimum distance between the rear of the preceding part and front of the succeeding part, prevents the conveyor from stopping and from waiting for new parts and allow it to dry run or run dry, right? Now when you look into minimum pitch, because we have 4 categories via which you can classify MU distance by type, whereas minimum pitch determines the minimum distance between the front of the preceding part and front of the succeeding part. Let me go there again and bring this up. Prevents the conveyor from stopping and from waiting for a new part and allows it to dry run. Now let us select here, a gap. Here you can specify the speed of the conveyor, here length, width, and multiple properties you can put in. Okay, when you look at this page, you can put in minimum and maximum and stuff like that. There are different properties you can put in. The minimum distance is when it is -1, it is like it assumes that there is no minimum distance between the parts moving onto the conveyor. Now let us make this at 0.5 and let us reset and run the simulation model and see how it works. We haven't connected this yet. Let us see whether the part moves from this conveyor to that conveyor, and if yes, how is it going to move. So if you look at this, This is how the conveyor will move when you use gap as the movement type and the distance as 0.5 between these two different the entities. Okay, so this is how you're supposed to get in the details. I'm just resetting this and double clicking on this anchor. I'm just joining this up back here, and let me just move these out here into this and reset and run the system again to look into how it looks. Okay, so I'm just I just eliminated the manipulator thing, but you can see now this is a complete system of how these conveyors work and how you can edit different properties, edit the segments of the conveyors and stuff like that. Now we are going to create a new model in this simulation environment where we will understand how to create cross conveyors, okay, merging conveyors. Now let us go to that exercise. I'll just reset this and probably let us have right click on this and create a new model frame. We have a new model frame here. I will just move this so that we have a proper orientation, right? And I just make this in the working mode now. Now what we're gonna do is I add one source here and I'm gonna add another source, sink here. I need to have a sink here. Yeah, so it was a drain only. So this is a what? This is a drain. Oh, sorry. So I will add a source here and we have a drain here, and let us connect the conveyor, right? So connecting conveyor from this to this will get us this. And when I just reset this and run this, and you can see this is moving, and I will have another source at the top of the system, and then I have a drain at the bottom of the system, and let us connect these two things down here. Okay, so let me just select the starting point for the conveyor and then the ending point of this conveyor probably. So how it goes, so I just select this, probably select this, right, and I finish this. So let us go in this, let me make it presentation mode. And what we're gonna do is we are gonna use this manipulator and adjust the system. Okay, so let me go in the P section again, and when I reset and run this, yes, we are having the system going in the segment. Now let me have this visible, how this system is going to look like, and when I play this you can see the parts are going inside each other, and this is not a way it has to be created in your industrial setup, right? So now for example, if I want to move this conveyor end to certain datum, you need to we are having three types of properties onto that. Okay, in edit properties, if you have coordinates you can mention those here. If not, you can click on this anchor point, Control Shift and up button. By this, what you're going to do is you are going to move this conveyor in the upward direction by every 1 meter step. Okay, and there is another option by just pressing Control on your keyboard and then up key, it is going to move in centimeters to upward. Okay, so you can just have any of your convenient method for these three methods for adjusting your datum, but in this case it's not gonna be possible. Okay, so if I just click on split up, right, and then I again go here and put on split up, and I have two segments out here now, and if I control this section, and if I let me have manipulators visible for this, right, I control this anchor, and Control Shift by upwards. Okay, so this is how it is going to behave. Okay, now let me just have this, and this is Control Shift downwards. Now what I'm gonna do is I'll just make this anchor Control Shift upward, and then this Control Shift upward. I have this system been connected going upward, but the problem here it is that this is not gone. So similarly you can just click on the manipulator here, also click on that anchor point and Control Shift up. Now what has happened is again, just one point to mention here is that this anchor points which you see basically specifies that which direction the parts are going to go. Okay, now I'll just bring this on this side and let us just have a great angle of view, and I just run the simulation now in a real-time mode, and we run this and you can see that this is how the real industrial conveyors would look like, right? And this is how you can create conveyors in plant simulation having different datums and stuffs. Okay, so we have arrived the end of the tutorial on plant simulation conveyors. In the next tutorial we will look into next aspects of plant simulation. Thanks for watching this part 2 of this video. Let us meet in next another interesting video. Till then, if you haven't liked the video, share with friends. And if you haven't visited our website Leansimcorp.com, we'll request you to watch that, because we bring a lot of exciting premium content related to industrial engineering, automation, AI ML and simulation. So let us meet in another interesting video only on your favorite Leansimcorp. So till then, keep watching our videos. Thank you. Bye bye.